Hey, it's Arlen Schweiger, editor of CE Pro, and I have with me today Giancarlo Pena, Vice President of Specialized Shading Systems. Giancarlo, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you for taking the time to speak to us and get to know a little more of Specialized Shading Systems.
Great. Well, we're going to talk about your outdoor technology in particular. But before we do that, can you just give us an overview of your company history and what your main things are, just for those who might be unfamiliar with you guys?
Absolutely. Specialized Shading Systems was originally created in 2010. It was created to help support Blendtec Designer Systems, which is our sister high-end retail company. What we did there was just try to control manufacturing, in every aspect, whether it's standard roller shades, interior and exterior. As the years went by, then Specialized Shading Systems became its own entity. But the focus was then, as it is now, on providing solutions where, for the product offering of the larger manufacturing companies kind of not fall short. So we focus mainly on specialty systems, both interior and exterior. On the interior side, we do anything that has to do with angled windows, trapezoids, triangles, arches. We have solutions for all of those. We also have solutions for skylight systems. We have a large product offering that we've been heavily marketing in the last 2 years.
All right. And in terms of your target clientele, is it mostly the CEDIA channel, or are you go beyond that?
Yeah, so we do go beyond that. We have focused a little more on the CEDIA channel the past few years. We had a booth in CEDIA last year. We've had a booth in CEDIA for a couple of previous years as well, just to get our solutions out there, to people that might not have known the Specialized Shading Systems name as well. But we are known throughout the industry. We work with all the major companies. Lutron, Crestron are some of the companies that we work with very closely. We do a lot of specialty systems for them and their dealers as well. They direct their dealers to us whenever there's a job or a project where their product offering does not have something that fits into that, and that's where we come into play. And we're a global company at this point. We have clients pretty much all over the world. We deal with a lot of local clients as well and nationwide. And like I said, we're just pretty much at this point trying to bring to the market everything that we've been doing and all these systems that we perfected, just so everyone understands and sees that there are options for these windows that most people cannot cover.
Sure, absolutely. And we're going to talk about those. You mentioned some of the local integrators. Where are you guys based, and what is your distribution like?
So we're based out of New York. So we're in Upper New York, Westchester. Town's called Ardsley. It's a beautiful little town. So that's where our main manufacturing is. The clientele that we have here is AV integrators. There's also a lot of decorators as well. As far as pretty much shipping nationwide, we have clients pretty much all over the country. We have clients in Montana, Colorado, Florida, so we're pretty, nationwide.
And Giancarlo, what's your distribution channel like? Do you use reps, distributors, direct to dealer?
So we're mainly direct to dealer. We focus on try to build these relationships with all of our dealers where, we work hand in hand with them in all of these specialty projects. We provide solutions, tech support. We also have, again, through Blendtec Designer Systems, we also have a very skilled installation department that we can deploy at any given moment where there's a very intricate project that one of our dealers might need help with. So those are tools that we can use to build the relationships, help our dealers, and continue to expand the Specialized Shading Systems name out there.
Excellent. I'm sure the dealers love that.
Yeah.
In terms of those solutions, when you are developing them, what kind of trends and features are you looking at for the R&D side of it, especially on those exterior shade development that we're going to talk about today?
What we found as far as exterior goes is since COVID, right? For example, since COVID, we were all locked in our houses and most of us were working remote. So there was a huge need for homeowners to expand their livable spaces. So what we did there, we looked at the market in Europe, for example. That's where the SIP screen market really developed quicker than it did here. And we saw what the trends were and what manufacturers were doing at that point, and just to see what the product offering was. So we took that and we did our own thing with it. So our product offering, we've partnered with some big companies that we are an ambassador for Renson, so we provide a lot of outdoor pergolas. We are also a fabricator for our own SIP screen systems, which can withstand all of the elements, so they can be installed in any part of the country and pretty much any part of the world. And all these systems are designed to, like I said, just pretty much expand your livable space. It's where, for example, let's use New York as an example. You're limited to how long you can use your outdoor space here due to weather. So once it really starts getting cold and all that, you're limited to, you don't want to be outside in the cold. So by using these systems to enclose your outdoor livable space, you're able to retain heat inside, and you're able to enjoy your outdoor space a lot more than you would without having these systems.
Okay, that sounds great. And as you mentioned, in terms of withstanding the elements, it sounds like dealers, whether it's the northern climate that has obviously some tough weather, but also I imagine down in like Texas, Florida, uh, you have a little more to do there in terms of like humidity, heat, um, things like that that you're dealing with.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and even wind resistance. So a big thing in Miami is now the Miami-Dade hurricane rating. So a lot of SIP screens are not able to withstand the hurricane rate capacity that Miami has and endures. Our systems are currently in testing. We've already passed some of the Miami-Dade requirements. We're waiting on the other ones, but that's what we focus our R&D on, is just trying to find a solution that works pretty much worldwide, where it's just one solution. It can be deployed in any situation and it'll work perfectly fine. But yes, so that's a major thing there, as well as in Texas, and other places also.
Perfect. So basically any kind of environment. Now, when dealers are discussing shades with clients, obviously, they look at interior shades. These days, it's kind of a no-brainer for them to sell, especially with all those applications that you were talking about before. How can they turn things over to the outdoors and pitch clients on why they should be including outdoor shades in the project?
Yeah, so we touched a little bit on that when it came to expanding your outdoor livable space. Another benefit of it is that it helps reduce the heat gain in houses. So when you're installing these systems against the house or against, let's say, for the windows, it does help reduce the heat gain, which in turn helps keep your house cooler and during the hot summer months, and it helps keep your house warmer during the cold winter months. So that's another benefit of it, which is it's a huge pitch, and it's always a good conversation starter with the client, where once you start in that direction, and then you follow up with deliverables, with expanding your space. And the right fabric, can do wonders, so a tighter weave of a solar fabric, for example. And say you have a very nice patio setup, and with this tighter weave and some heaters, you're able to pretty much be outdoors almost year throughout the entire year. So
Right. So when integrators partner up with you and they don't know anything about fabrics and weaves and things like that, do you guys have trainings that you help with your support for dealers? And, how can they learn more about these products and become experts at them?
yeah, so we do have a lot of training tools. We do offer a lot of assistance. We have an excellent team here, whether it's with our sales team, we have an engineering department, we have a tech support team as well. So we try to cover all the avenues to pretty much help dealers in every aspect of a project to pretty much nail it down. And we like I was touching just now, we do offer plenty of videos, plenty of training, and in these projects where they maybe don't feel comfortable with the questions that are being asked, we can jump in and help as well. So we do have, we try to pretty much, like I said, just cover every corner, just to make sure that we're here to support them in every aspect from beginning to end.
And Giancarlo, do the solutions come in both standard and customize specs for people? And then for the dealers, do they just sort of give you, you know, blueprints or specs on their project, and then you guys work with them that way?
Yes. So we do have both standard systems, which it's our offering at this point is pretty much all standard. We did that on for a lot of reasons. And we also have a customs department. So our custom department is suited just for those more intricate projects where we, what they're called throughout the industry as one-offs, where there's, it's just a very intricate system that it doesn't fall into the standard process. That's where the custom department comes in. But yes, most of our offering is standardized. The way it will work, say for example, client comes in with a project, they send us a blueprint, so they come in here. We do have a very nice showroom here, project comes in, we speak to the client, get the engineering department involved, get the sales team involved if need be. So we try to assist in every way that we can. A lot of the times the clients already have an idea of which way they want to go with, and they just kind of want some final guidance, some want to finalize some questions. But when there's a project where they're not comfortable with, then that's where we deploy, our knowledge and our personnel to help nail that down.
Sure, that sounds great. Speaking of your showroom, how does that work? Do you invite integrators to come there? Can integrators bring clients there, or, designers that they're working with on a project? How does that work?
That's a great question. Thank you for asking that. So our plan with the showroom was before COVID that we were going to have a lot of meet and greets. We're going to do a lot of presentations to showcase not only our systems, but other partners that we work with as well. When then COVID happened. So we haven't fully been able to get back on planning on that, but yes, that is exactly what the showroom is intended to do. So the showroom is intended to have the clients come in. Clients can come in and bring their clients here and showcase the systems. We have the majority of the systems that we manufacture, we have samples of here. So that's what the showroom's intended for. It's designed to be used as a tool for us and also for our dealers. They're always welcome to come in here and bring their clients in, and we'll assist in any way that we can.
Excellent. Well, that sounds very exciting for them to look forward to. Kind of hopping along that path, in terms of how dealers can get to know you guys better, what are some places where they might be able to see you this year? Are you guys going back to CEDIA Expo? Is there, anything else on the roadmap for this year that you can share with us?
Absolutely. So we are planning on possibly being in CD again this year, showcasing a little more of what we have in store and what we have coming up. We are working on a lot of things this year. One of the main things, or one of our main points this year, was to focus heavily on marketing, because as a company, Specialized Shading Systems never really marketed itself. So we've always banked on, we work with, like I told you before, work with a lot of the major manufacturers like Lutron, Crestron. So we're able to tap into their dealer network and build relationships that way. We decided, we made a conscious decision to full on, heavily focus on marketing, which is where we invested in hiring a full-time marketing person, which is Taylor. We already spoke to. She's excellent. It's been a godsend. With her and the team, it allows us to now expand our reach. So we're able to pretty much showcase absolutely everything that we can do. We're also working on implementing a CRM/ERP system that will allow dealers to have their own online portal to not only look at all of our videos and tutorials and installation instructions, and they're able to place orders. They will be able to place orders online. They'll be able to see their orders real time, where those orders are in the manufacturing process, where they'll be able to contact tech support through it. So we're trying to automate as much as we can to help minimize the amount of time that's invested in those processes. We're also very excited to bring into the North American market the ZoomTech technology. So ZoomTech technology is an anti-deflection technology developed by Beamatech. We are their North American partner. And it's what it does at its core is it allows you to span large openings with roller shades with a very small footprint. For example, we just finished a project that's going overseas where we did a 24-foot wide shade on a 3-inch tube. And we're the only ones in North America that can do that. So we also have a SIP screen system that we developed that we could span 23 foot in width on a very slim profile, which is a 4x4 cassette. It's the smallest cassette in the market. And we can go 23 feet due to the anti-deflection technology. So we have a lot of pretty cool things coming up that we showcased that system a little bit last year in CEDIA. And this year we just want to showcase a lot more of these other things that are coming to fruition now and that we were focusing before. And we're working a little more on the R&D side. Now that we're comfortable with it, we're just gonna full on push it to the market.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. If dealers want to learn more about your products online, what is the website for now that you can share with them before the portal comes into play?
Sure. So the website is specializedshadingsystems.com. We're also on social media as well. Yeah, so that's that you can see systems there. There's a lot of what we do. There's a lot of pictures and a lot of testimonials that of people that we work with. And we just hope that we're able to reach a bigger audience and kind of do what we love, which is we're a solutions provider at its core. So we love providing solutions for these systems and these projects that other people might shy away from. And that's where we thrive. That's what we've always focused on since it was built in 2010, and that's going to be our bread and butter pretty much for the foreseeable future.
Fantastic. Well, Giancarlo, we really appreciate your time giving us lots of insights into the company. And we certainly look forward to any kind of case studies that you'd love to share with us with CE Pro. We'd be happy to have those in our magazine and online and show people exactly what you guys do.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'll definitely take you up on that.